Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's 2024, the first video of the year, and what can I say, I'm back. I assume there was a lot of comments saying, hey Andrew, where you been? Why aren't you ever uploading videos? Well, fortunately they weren't any real comments, so I don't have to answer that question. But anyway, off to a good start this year. It's going to be a pretty busy year if I have to take a guess. So the goal of this video is just to give an overview of what the plans are for this year, and hopefully we can go back to it at the end of the year and tick off everything that's been done. So as per usual, apologies in advance to anyone who's watching this. It's a channel where no expense is spent, and I just ramble on trying to improve my talk abilities and yeah, sales skills and communication skills with the verbal form. But anyway, for this year, as if anyone's ever watched from the previous years, the main goal is to have a draft completed for GenreCon 2024. So that currently, what date is it? The 12th of January. So in the end of Feb, there'll be a big convention called GenreCon in Brisbane, and so far I have applied to pitch my book to a panel of editors and publishers. So, excuse me, got the heartburn. So yeah, basically I've sent a sample of my work, about 5,000 words. I did a 200-word synopsis, and basically sent that off. Hopefully here's something at the end of the month, if it's successful or not, to then go ahead and pitch in person. And I've also submitted a short story for the short story competition, and a excerpt from another short story for what they call an event called the Shredder. So basically they have a panel of published writers and editors and whatnot, and they'll read out up to 4 or 5 people's work anonymously, and if they like it or not, they'll continue reading. Or if they like it, they'll continue reading. If they don't, they pop it in the shredder. Apparently it's supposed to be fun. Sounds nerve-wracking, so I've put my hat in the ring for that. So if something happens there, see what happens. So I'll probably be the guy going, oh god damn it, what the... Yeah. So they're the goals for February, to go to this event, do a bit of networking, meet new people. I find it hard to meet people. I'm early 40s. I struggle to interact in person. It's a bit of a, it's not a phobia, but it's just a struggle. So I'm gonna try my best. It's in the writing game, you can't just sit in a little hole and type away. You've got to be out there. You've got to communicating with people, and I'm trying to overcome myself by communicating with other people, meeting other people. And it's very much like any industry. It's the people that you know. Make connections. Hopefully, build some friendships to have a genuine connection with people and exchange of ideas and work and whatnot. So I'm really looking forward to that. So as a part of that, my goal is to finish my draft. So currently I've done a second draft, basically rewritten what I've written for my story. I'm at about 34,000 words, so about 43% is complete. I want to try and get close to 100% complete by the end of February. So basically I have to start writing 1,000, 1,100 words per day. So it is achievable, but it's one of those things where you put a figure up and you go, oh, I have to get this, I have to nail this. And it's the same with people talk about motivations and enthusiasm for writing. Or if you set yourself a target of 500 or 1,000 words, if you do that every day. And for me, it is difficult to do that, because if you set a goal for 1,000 words and you just sit there and just get frustrated, like I got to come up with 1,000 words and it's just not happening. The advice I've been given, it's best to have a goal of 1 word, just 1 word. If you can write 1 word per day, you're on your way. Now, obviously, you're not just going to write 1 word, but if you write 1, you might write 2, and 2 becomes a whole sentence, and then that might be it for the day. But a sentence can become a paragraph. Paragraph can become a chapter. You don't need me to extrapolate any further, but you get the idea. Like, you don't just write 1 word. You might hit a wall early, or you might get the creative juices flowing and you just keep going. So if you have a goal of 1 word per day, that's all you need. So anyway, so that's my rambling for the goal, centered around GenreCon, centered around getting my draft done. So once that's complete, I want to try and meet or get in contact with editors and whatnot, polish up my manuscript, and no doubt I'll probably go the self-publish route. So I don't know, maybe something will come of pitching. I'm not holding my breath, but it'll be a good experience. But it's hard being in Australia, very isolated compared to the rest of the world. The American market is massive, or the European market, or in the English-speaking world, the US is it. With Australia, we're a drop in a bucket. So I'm not holding my breath, but I'm going to have a crack, and if not, I'll just go down the self-published route. So that's the goal for the year, try and get that complete. Hopefully by the end of the year have a book to sell. So that would be ideal. I think it's pretty achievable. So just got to learn the business of the business and try and make some contacts and work out marketing and art, blah 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 blah. So anyway, that's it for my goals for the year, just to try and get this book done. So if I can get that done, then I can move on to the next projects. So I have a few what would you call them, novellas. So I've got like a series of novellas in mind, and different fantasy stories, different sci-fi stories. So I want to concentrate on this first story, get that complete, get that done, learn how to do it properly, and then build up from there. And realistically, your first book's always going to be your worst one, that you'd hope, because in that way you're always improving. So that's the goal. So that's pretty much it for this week. Here's the thing for the week. If you ever doing a bit of road trip, going through country towns or remote areas, always check out your local op shops. Apparently, I've been told by my wife that's what we got to do, but it proved quite bountiful for me, because I've got all these bad boys. I can't even hold them up. All this less than $10. So, oh my lordy! So I got a couple of the Dragonlance series, book 2 and 3, 50 cents. Forget about it. I'm not too sure about this one. I just saw the cover and it looked pretty cool. Just an old sword and sandal sorcery, split wigs, take cheeks sort of book, just to get an idea of the genre, get an idea. Born Identity. I did have a copy of this, but I lost it in a move, and it was an old ratty copy. But this one's pretty much brand new. It's brand new for like $1. The George R.R. Martin, Dance of Dragons. Yeah, you know the guy. He's going to finish it eventually, so I just figured I'd get the book anyway. So it is the 5th book. I do have the first book somewhere that I got an op shot, so I'll eventually get the series. And this one, the Mortal Engine. So it was a god-awful movie, but I mainly got this one just to get a grasp of the YA genre. I haven't read much YA since I was a kid, and even then I can't remember. It was mainly all Star Trek, Star Wars, and the Stargate books. So yeah, they were fun for the time. Pretty straightforward, but yeah, but I just wanted to get an idea of better understanding of the YA genre. It seems to be the massive money making one. You know, I'd rather be a produce good writing and that, but at the same time I've got to eat too. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I just studied the books, studied the art. So that's my thing for the week. Yeah, if you're at an op shop, you can always pick up just books, 50 cents. Just they might be trash, but if you're writing and you get a better idea of how to improve your writing, how to improve yourself by seeing the errors in others. Like you can see a sentence that just doesn't sit right, and you're like, the way I do it will be this, or switch the sentence around. So let's make it more active than passive and whatnot. Or even like the showing and telling, you might be able to say it's a lot of showing, a lot of info dumps, and you can probably think of a better way of conveying that information, but making it more thrilling than just vomiting and what the hell's going on. So, but anyway, that's it for this week. So I will see you in the next one.